Hi everyone, I am Rahul Kumar. Now, recently, the second Indo-Pacific Economic Framework for Prosperity ministerial meeting took place, showcasing a significant stride made to fostering economic engagement among partner countries in the Indo-Pacific region. It is hosted by United States. This virtual gathering conveys high-level official delve into discussion regarding the four pillars of the framework and opening negotiation associated with each pillars. So let's discuss in detail. What is Indo-Pacific Economic Framework? It is a US-led initiative that aims to strengthen the economic partnership among participating countries to enhance resilience, sustainability, inclusiveness, economic growth, fairness, and competitiveness in the Indo-Pacific region. The Indo-Pacific Economic Framework was launched in 2021 with a dozen of initial partners who together represent 40% of the world GDP. So you should remember this fact. The Indo-Pacific Economic Framework is not a free trade agreement, you should remember, but allow a member to negotiate the parts they want to. The negotiation will be amongst four main pillars. First is supply chain resilience, second is clean energy distribution and infrastructure, third is taxation and anti-corruption, fourth is fairness and resilience trade. Now, what are the key highlights of the meeting? The meeting was announced by substantial conclusion of the negotiation of first of its kind International Indo-Pacific Framework Supply Chain Agreement under Pillar 2 of the framework, which aims to increase resilience, efficiency, productivity, sustainability, transparency, diversification, security, fairness, and inclusivity of supply chains. The meeting also reported good progress under Indo-Pacific Economic Framework pillars, namely Fair and Resilience Trade Pillar 1, Infrastructure, Clean Energy and Decarbonization Pillar 3, and Tax and Anti-Corruption Pillar 4. Third is the meeting witnessed an introduction of Regional Hydrogen Initiative by some Indo-Pacific Economic Framework partner to encourage widespread deployment of renewable and low-carbon hydrogen and its derivatives in the region under Pillar 3. So the member of Indo-Pacific Economic Frameworks are Australia, Brunei, Fiji, India, Indonesia, Japan, South Korea, Malaysia, New Zealand, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, United States and Vietnam. So this is important for prelims point of view. So you should remember this fact. So let's discuss all four pillars one by one. First pillar is trade. Trade, it focuses on enhancing trade and engagement among IPEF partner countries, which aims to promote economic growth, peace, prosperity in the regions. India had joined Pillar 2 to Pillar 4 of IPEF, while India is an observer status in Pillar 1. So you should remember this fact. Second is supply chain resilience, Pillar 2. It seeks to make supply chain more resilient, robust, and well integrated. Emphasis on crisis responses, measures, and cooperation to mitigate disruptions. Focuses on improving logistics, connectivity, and investment in the crucial sectors. It aims to enhance workers' roles through upskilling and reskilling initiatives. Now, third pillar is clean economy, which aims to advance cooperations on clean energy and climate-friendly technologies. It focuses on research and development, commercialization, and deployment of clean energy, which encourages investment in climate-related projects in the Indo-Pacific region. Fourth pillar is fair economy. It focuses on implementing effective anti-corruption and tax measures, which highlights India's strong step to improving legislative and administrative framework to combat corruption. Now, what is the India's visions of Indo-Pacific region? First is India's trade is the regions is growing rapidly, which overseas investment being directed towards the east. Example, comprehensive economic partnership agreement with Japan, South Korea and Singapore, and free trade agreement with ASEAN and Thailand. Second is India has been active in campaigning free and open Indo-Pacific. The US, Australia and member of ASEAN have all expressed all common views that India plays a greater role in the region. Third, India along with Quad partners is improving its game in the Indo-Pacific. Fourth is India's view is to work with other like-minded countries in the Indo-Pacific regions to cooperatively manage the rule-based multipolar regional order and prevent any single power from dominating the region in its waterway. So if you want to download this PDF, please check in the description box, and thanks for watching.